Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Hi, can I take your order? Hello?
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Imagine knowing about incidents, closures, and roadwork all before starting your trip. Ontario 511 lets you know before you go. You can get real-time information directly from the Ministry of Transportation. Because the more you know, the easier it is for you to go. And spend the time doing the things that matter most.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome to First Local. It is Tuesday, April the 5th. It is temperate and lovely out. Yeah. I am starting to have faith in what you've been saying.
Yeah.
It was nice yesterday.
It was nice yesterday. We had a little bit of snow last night. Just that wet snow. We said it was going to come last night. It was either rain or snow.
Listen to me, I'm a weather model now. Nothing that's going to stay.
You are a weather model. Anyway, I was reading an article last night on the BBC website about cloning pets. Now, I don't know, you have pets?
I have 2 cats. I would not clone them.
I wouldn't, at first, when this first came out around 20 years ago, I thought, oh, that's a good idea because you keep the pet going. You have your favorite pet type thing. But, first of all, it's $50,000 US, and there's only one company in the US that does it.
Well, sure.
Commercially. And
Pfizer.
Pfizer. And $30,000 for a cat.
Yes.
$85,000 for a horse if you have a horse. Okay. But the thing is, you're going to get a clone, and 20% only it works.
Oh.
But if you do get your clone pet, what it doesn't do is clone the personality. You can't clone personality.
No.
That is something that is like life experience.
It's the soul.
You build it's your soul, right?
The frame of reference,
you can't, and that to me is what you want to clone is the personality of that pet.
Yes.
That you have, not just the physical look of the pet, but the personality that you have. So at first I always thought, hey, that's a good idea. And now I'm saying, nope, I wouldn't want to do that.
I'm a big fan of the James Herriot books, British vets, World War II-ish era. He wrote a number of really, really hilariously funny books, just short stories about his experience with animals. But what really resonated with me with regards to him is his palpable love for the animal species, and all animals, loved them all. But he always said that, the human heart is big enough to love another pet. So he was a big fan of, don't have to grieve. Get another pet. It doesn't take away from the love that you had for the pet that you lost. And the human heart, as he said, is big enough to love again.
Definitely, sure. Let us know in the comments what you think. If you're a pet person, would you clone your pet? We wouldn't.
No, no.
How about taxes? Let's talk about taxes.
Oh, yes. So for those of you who have been dragging your heels, as have I've always been an 11th hour player. I'm going to tell you something. So yesterday I went to the H&R Block website because I just couldn't remember, do you have to make an appointment? Can you just storm the gate? Whatever. On their website, they offer you the opportunity of doing the taxes yourself. And I was like, oh, hey, I tried that once in university. It was ugly. But no, it's very simple, very easy. It walks you right through the process. If you have an online CRA account, you do have the opportunity of logging into your account through the H&R Block website, and it will download all of the forms that have been filed digitally. And most forms are filed digitally, Bruce. So I'm about 90% done. Mine is a little bit complicated this year for reasons I will not disclose. But anyway, I'm about 90% done, and I'm ready to click that button.
There you go.
Woot!
Get your refund back.
Yes, well, hopefully there'll be a refund. We should also just mention that after some dramatic postponements on Sunday, the Greyhounds were meant to play at 2:07 puck drop, then that was delayed because the Sarnia Sting were stuck somewhere the other side of the Mackinac Bridge. And then it was, okay, so Sunday at 4:07 we'll drop the puck, but then it was like, nah. So it was pushed over to last night, puck drop at 7:07, leading the Greyhounds to a decisive victory over the Sarnia Sting, 8-2.
Wow.
That's not just a happenstance.
Yeah,
that's a trouncing. So I'm gonna invoke Jacob for a minute and suggest that it's likely they started on time, they played hard, and they kept the pressure on the Sarnia Sting. Because typically with this team of Greyhounds, once they get that steamroller going, there's no catching them.
Yeah. Okay.
See, Jacob, I can do it.
That's a good score.
I can do it.
Later on today, we have Dan Grace standing by with a special guest who has a really popular page on Facebook, and he takes pictures today of the city,
Old Soo or something,
and compares it to very old pictures of the same location. It's very interesting. You want to stick around for that.
Cool.
But first, Heidi has all your news.
Juxtaposition of old versus new. Ooh, did you see how smoothly I did that?
Beautiful.
I blinked right over to that one. Okay. It wasn't you. You don't control my blinking. What? How do I know? Oh, get out of here. I got a button that's going to make you blink. Anyway, Zing. Okay. You didn't challenge me with all the news today, so now I'll only do some of the news just to be spiteful. Okay. So we did have information yesterday at around shortly after 9 a.m. Soo Online was alerted to a heavy police presence as well as an ambulance in the downtown core. Upon speaking with individuals at Addictions and Mental Health Associates, where the victims sought refuge after the incident, we did learn that one man had been stabbed in the hand during an altercation near the corner of Bruce and Albert Street. He had been taken to hospital. The police were investigating the situation, and we were provided with an update in the area of 11:30. The very diligent police communications manager, Lincoln Loudit, did indicate that, yes, indeed, officers were notified by responding EMS that a person had been stabbed. Victim was taken to hospital, fortunately with non-life-threatening injuries. It's an active investigation. Officers remained on the scene, gathering information and evidence. The initial investigation has determined that the two people involved were known to each other and that in that time there was not any threat to public safety. So we will keep our finger on the pulse of this story and bring you any updates that come our way. Okay. Oh, yes. Doug Ford's coming to town. He will be here on Friday to make an announcement at Algoma Steel. And thank goodness, because, certainly not enough funding has been allocated to the steel plant. Never mind the small businesses who are struggling. Oh, sorry, that's Heidi. Okay, back it up. All right. Yes, invitations have been sent out to local dignitaries by the Premier's office. Soo MPP Ross Romano was not available for comment when he was contacted yesterday. Officials, it is said, will meet at Algoma Steel's administration building at about 10:15 a.m. and will be shuttled to the official event site. The event, of which the invitation is titled the Algoma NEAP, N-E-A-P announcement, is scheduled to begin at 11 a.m. Brenda Stenta, who is Algoma Steel's manager of communication and branding, said she was not in a position to comment, so it's very hush-hush. She said, "You would need to speak to the province. I can neither confirm nor deny." She said she's certain a media advisory will be issued in the near future. An anticipated Algoma Steel announcement will follow a Thursday evening fundraising event to be held at the Mill Square in Sault Ste. Marie, which Premier Ford will also attend. Now, what is known, and we have brought you information on this, Algoma Steel is undergoing a modernization plan that includes the transformation to electric arc furnace steelmaking, a strategy which will see the company create some of the greenest steel in North America, reduce its carbon footprint, and end its current coal-based steelmaking process. The early phases of the construction for that conversion project are already underway at the plant, and it's expected that the new facility will come online, in 2024. So good, moving right along. Another announcement which should make some seniors and individuals with low income families, for example, the government has announced high-speed internet specific to these vulnerable populations. So hundreds of thousands of low-income seniors and families will soon benefit from $20 per month high-speed internet as part of a partnership between the federal government and more than a dozen internet service providers. And this is coming to us through another media outlet. Families receiving the maximum amount under the Canada Child Benefit and seniors receiving the maximum under the Guaranteed Income Supplement will be eligible for internet with speeds of up to 50 megabytes per second and 10 megabytes uploads, or the fastest, thanks, Mike. I don't know, the Mbps, the MG, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the fastest available speed in their region will be theirs for the total of $20 a month. So this announcement was expected yesterday. 14 internet service providers, including Bell, Rogers, and TELUS, were contributing to the initiative. And the move is part of the government's Connecting Families initiative, and it's been branded Connected Families 2.0. It both upgrades and expands what the government previously offered with Connecting Families 1.0. And under that plan, which was announced in 2017, families receiving the CCB could get access to internet for $10 a month. So this is posted in its thorough, robust entirety to our website at SooOnline.com. So for more details, including the quotes, you are able to go there and check it out and read it in full. All right, speaking of full, I want the full details of the next few hours of weather. Craig, regale us.
Nice segue there, Heidi. That's awesome. Well, I mean, we started this morning off with a little bit of dusting of snow. That's going to melt over the next couple of hours. We are looking at a pretty dull looking day weather-wise. Just some gray skies. We don't see any rain or snow in our forecast, at least for another 24 hours or so. We'll take a look at the live shot outside, and you can see this is very calming, just very gray, almost like black and white outside. Let's throw some color in there, hopefully with a little bit of sun coming up later on this afternoon. I know. I could get my paintbrushes out, yeah. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. This is what we look like for today. We're currently sitting at around -1. It's not bad. Mainly cloudy conditions. We could see a few peaks of sun later on this afternoon. Temperatures around 6 degrees for your evening. The showers are coming, but not until the overnight period, and maybe not until early tomorrow morning. The temperatures only dropping down to the freezing mark tonight. And then we have a very wet day, or at least what's looking like a wet day for Wednesday and into Thursday, and some warming temperatures too. So let's hope we get rid of the snow. Last year at this time, no snow. We had no snow on the ground. So let's hopefully do that over the next 10 days. I'll give you all your 3-day forecast coming up. Right now, let's send it right back to Heidi.
Okay, and Heidi is going to take that throwback and she's going to tell you it's time to hop into the world of our sponsors. It is likely you'll hear from the Chamber, once again inviting everybody to support local businesses in this time of recovery and rebuilding. They need our help. So play local, shop local, dine local, listen local, do all things local as well. When we come back, I have a story out of the world of Superior Adult Learning, one of our very generous sponsors. Superior Adult Learning, of course, formerly known as Program Read, working with adult learners to help them achieve their literacy goals, including things digital, mathematical, and literary. So go fill your cup and come on back.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Well, good morning and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. As promised, I wanted to talk to you for a moment about Superior Adult Learning. Fantastic agency, formerly known as Program Read, has been in the community since 1987, helping adults once again achieve their literacy goals. So now they have a new program that is focusing on supporting seniors in Sault Ste. Marie to learn practical skills, to increase their independence, connect with family and friends, and participate more fully in today's digital world. So it's called the Practical Digital Skills for Seniors Project. It's funded by the Government of Canada's New Horizons for Seniors program, and it will feature a mix of in-person and online learning opportunities for seniors, covering like a really wide range of topics, you know, ranging from email basics to how to use your smartphone, using video chat platforms, recognizing spam, really quite a broad range of skills for seniors to focus on. So, of course, posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com. So if you want to know the blow-by-blow, certainly you can hop on in there and click on it, and it will tell you. And for more information, you certainly can contact Wendy or Pat at Superior Adult Learning at 705-946-3953, or by going to their website at www.superioral.ca. All right, as promised, we have Dan today, and he is talking to Joe Bumbacco, who has, once again, a really cool Facebook page that, again, there's that word juxtaposes, you know, a picture of Old Soo versus what it looks like in today's modern times. So, Dan, over to you.
Thank you, Heidi. I'm here with Joe Bumbacco from what we call Old Soo. And now, many of you don't know what that is, and I appreciate that. I only came across it probably, 6 months ago even?
Yeah.
He works hard to bring old history of the Soo back so people can see it. I know a lot of people appreciate what you do, but why do you do what you do?
Honestly, it's something I fell in love with when I was living in Toronto a couple years ago. So I was there for about 7 years, fell in love with the architecture and the history of the city, and when I decided to move back to the Soo, kind of had new eyes for it, and so it was basically like looking at the city I grew up in a completely different way.
So out of all the stories you've done, I think I counted over 40 anyway, between your Instagram and your Facebook and everything else, what is the most interesting piece of history that you've uncovered for yourself about the Soo?
Oh, Lord. There's a lot, but honestly, there's quite a bit to do with the streetcars that I've always found particularly interesting, and especially since that was something I never knew when I was younger, but always like what happened to them afterwards. Were they scrapped? Were they sold? I've heard stories that they were buried somewhere out in like town limits and stuff like that, so it's always been a bit of a mystery.
So on that note of streetcars, and before we started talking here,
Yeah.
we were talking about Queen Street, which we can see behind you,
Yeah.
and how it used to be so much wider, and the thought that they do want to bring trolley cars back to the Soo, which is an idea that's been floated a few times
Yeah.
now. What were you saying about Queen Street and why that might be a little more difficult now?
Honestly, I always thought it was mostly because Queen Street is a lot narrow these days compared to back then, considering the like open city mall in the 80s that they did, which pretty much narrowed everything down a bit for more walking room, is when they did the tree planters and everything like that. So these days, I'm not saying it's not feasible, but I think you'll have a lot of traffic frustrations.
We already have
Yeah,
traffic
just a little bit.
frustrations downtown, and we're just going to add more, which wouldn't be the end of the world, but some drivers it would be.
Mm-hmm.
So we talked last week or a couple weeks ago now about saving some of the heritage buildings and,
Yes.
and a petition that you had done. Why don't you explain to the viewers a little bit about what that petition was for and what you're hoping to accomplish by it?
So basically what I was trying to accomplish was there's about 4 properties, including the Windsor Hotel, which has a couple buildings in the complex that are significantly older than the tower block that they are considering saving or like have been saved. And what I want to do is basically bring more awareness to the public about these issues and show that if there's enough support behind something like this, something can be done, because we've gone a lot of years, and especially in the last 4 years that I've been back here, we've lost a lot of heritage structures, or structures that should have been deemed heritage worthy.
So we know it went to council. We know it's gone to the Heritage Committee. Your petition with almost 600 different signatures has been seen by council. There hasn't been decisions made on some of the properties you asked for. Why do you think keeping the heritage is important?
It's a link to our past. It's the one way we can look back and truly, I think, have a tangible connection with those who came before us. And especially with a lot of the older architecture and the older buildings in the city, they're built to last. They're not going anywhere if you take good care of them. As long as they have some tender loving care behind them, they can last for another 100 years easy.
And what do you say to the critics that say, well, it takes a lot of money to renovate these buildings and everything else, and sometimes they're better to be torn down so we can put newer buildings there? Because I know you've seen the critics. I see the critics every time I put something with old buildings. It's like, but they take a lot of money to keep that way. But there's something to be said for that investment, right?
It really does, and I understand it does take a lot of money to especially restore something that's been kind of left to just sit there for decades or just a couple of years at a time. But I think it does warrant a discussion instead of just leaving it to like, well, if you want to do it, why don't you just buy it? It's like, well, not everybody can do that, but people care about these places. These places have a part in not only in our history, but in the memories of those who still live here, who have been there through the times that they were at their peak.
The city's considering doing a standard facade, which is the front property. You'll know what I mean by that.
Yeah.
The front of the buildings on Queen Street kind of all having a standard look, kind of a bit like they did early 30s, 40s type idea,
yes,
where it had the canopies and it all looked alike. Do you think that would bring some more awareness to the heritage of the city if they went back to something like that?
Absolutely, I think they do, and especially if it's something that entails having hanging neon signs once again or something like that. It's always something I hear people talk about. It's what they miss the most about Old Queen Street, just the old advertisements, businesses really putting themselves out there to be seen. And not only that, but just it just adds to the aesthetic of the downtown core.
Well, thank you for joining me today, Joe. We'll definitely have you in again to talk about other old buildings and get your stories that you have out there. We're going to try and get them out onto Soo Online too as you write them.
Awesome.
So
thank you for having me.
Back to you, Heidi, over in the studio.
Thanks, Dan, and thanks to Joe Bumbacco. Once again, what a great initiative. Some really cool photographs. And I wish him well as he moves forward with this project for sure. We are going to move forward with our assumptions about increased warmth every day to drive the snow away. Craig, what's it looking like for the next 3 days?
Well, I know everyone's wondering, okay, so when is spring going to start? Because, we got some snow last night. We still have a little bit of snow in our forecast. Is it ever going to end? And I can tell you it is going to end sometime this week and into next week, because we do have some warm temperatures coming in and also some rain. So this is what we're looking like for today. We're basically just seeing some cloud for our forecast today. We're not going to be seeing any rain. We're not going to be seeing any snow. It's just going to be cloud. It's going to be kind of a dull day today. Temperatures we're hoping will hit, anywhere from 5+ for today. Let's hope that. This is our next system coming in for later on tonight into our day, basically for tomorrow, where we're going to see mainly rainy conditions mixed in with some wet snow. It's not going to stick. We don't anticipate any accumulation, so let's not worry about that. But that's what we're looking like right now. We have this system coming in and some warmer air with that system. Let's take a look now at the satellite, and we can see the cloud just hugging around the Great Lakes today. This is our next system kind of marching its way in. It's going to take at least 24 hours to get here, so don't worry about that. Again, we're just basically seeing cloud today. This is what we look like as far as temperatures go. We're hoping to hit 7. I don't know if we'll hit 7, but let's hope we do, especially if we do see some sun. If we see some sun, it makes all the difference in the world with our temperatures. 7 degrees in Wawa, 9 degrees in Timmins. Cold spot, though, back in Thunder Bay at 2 degrees, so a little chilly there. Let's take a look now at our radar. This is a loop from overnight last night right up to right now. You can see just that light flurry activity. We picked up like a trace last night, maybe a ½ centimeter of wet snow. That's going to melt off in the next couple of hours, so we don't have to worry about that. And again, we're just sticking with a kind of a cloudy day today. We do have some warmer temperatures coming into our forecast. Yeah, let's say next week. Right now, this is what we look like for your forecast for today. 7 degrees. We likely won't achieve 7 degrees until sometime late this afternoon with a mix of sun and cloud, mainly cloudy conditions though. For Wednesday, we're expecting some rain to start basically first thing in the morning. We're hoping to hit 12. Some forecasts now have really downplayed the temperatures for Wednesday. We're going to stick at 12 though, with rainy conditions. And then for Thursday, we also have some rain lingering. Again, we could see some wet flurries mixed in especially during the overnight as temperatures, get a little cooler. And we're looking at 7 degrees for Thursday. And we do have some double-digit temperatures coming our way for next week, and we'll touch on that on the 7-day forecast. Heidi?
Well, I don't know. If you put the number up there, like for example, we saw for tomorrow the 12, you can't then kind of make it sort of, we're hoping to hit 12. Nah, you post the number, we got to get there. So that's the way I feel anyway. Otherwise, just put maybe beside the number. Anyway, we're going to hop over into another break so I can have some coffee to kind of lower my levels of emotion because, I feel like Craig is toying with me. So you're going to hear from Jeep the Mac. Of course, that event is fast approaching, very exciting for the people in St. Ignace, very exciting for Jeep enthusiasts everywhere. Remember, if you do want to participate, you can register right up until May 2nd at 12 noon. Go to their website and have a look at how you can participate and what's in it for you if you do. All right, go fill your cup. When we come back, we're going to talk about Annetta and her big win. And of course, we have factoids, we have social media. So if you have something to say and you want to chew on it with me live, post it now. All right, come on back.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
Welcome back. We will talk now about Arch Hospice. Of course, with their monthly 50-50, they are pleased to announce that Annetta Golder has won $24,570 from the March installment of the 50-50 grand prize draw with her ticket. Why did they post the ticket number? Anyway, Annetta shares that that she and her family are still in disbelief about the good news, as you would be. I mean, wow, if I won 25 grand, that would, let me tell you. All right, she's been supporting the hospice since the beginning of the draw, almost 2 years ago, never expected to be chosen as the lucky winner. She shared how important it is to put money towards something that will benefit the organization and through the organization benefit the community. Annetta plans on using some of her winnings to travel. She would also like to share with her family and help support her 2 sons. There are so many places to donate in the city, and I believe the hospice deserves community support. So congratulations to you, Annetta, and have fun frolicking in your travels and doing kind things for the people that you love. All right.
They have to do the number, show the license number.
Well, but this is the ticket number.
Like the
it's
ticket.
the actual winning ticket number. And I just really
okay.
didn't think it was.
I see.
So everybody can check theirs and
Yeah.
know that they categorically did not win.
Gotcha.
No, at the bottom, for sure, yeah. It's a legal draw. They're registered, all of that good stuff.
And also,
for sure.
just to go back to what you were just blabbing on about the weather, when you say that we hope they hit 12, it's like a lottery ticket, really. You hope to hit the jackpot, but sometimes you have little prizes, right?
I don't
So-
know. I think weather reporting is probably the easiest job in the world. You
It's
don't ever
not,
have to be
because
right.
it's constantly changing. It's always in motion, and it's like hitting a moving target.
So why don't you just like cover your bases and say, okay, so today could be rainy. There might be
You
some
threw in the
snow,
word
some-
could. See how easy it is to say could?
Okay, you too.
Okay,
All right.
let's go on to your factoids.
Okay, factoids. We'll talk about something sweet. All right. It was on this day, April 5th, in 1892, that the first newspaper ad for an ice cream sundae appeared in the Ithaca Daily Journal.
I remember that ad.
Get out of here. So obviously many claims as to where and by whom the ice cream sundae was invented. This is the first historically documented evidence for one. So reportedly the first one was created the previous Sunday, April 3rd, by church minister John M. Scott and pharmacy co-owner Chester Platt. They covered dishes of ice cream with cherry syrup and candied cherries. The men named the dish Cherry Sundae in honor of the day upon which it was created. So it was an immediate sensation.
So that's where the
obviously.
sundae came from.
Yes. And Platt soon added strawberry sundaes and chocolate sundaes and begat.
And then Dairy Queen started.
That's right. Okay, second factoid, because this is one of my long-standing favorite bands. I know I have many, but really these boys, seriously. April 5th, 1979. Duran Duran makes their live debut at the Lecture Theatre in Birmingham Polytechnic. Okay, so the band have since then achieved 14 singles in the top 10 of the UK singles chart, 21 in the Billboard Hot 100, and they have sold over 100 million records worldwide. It's 1979.
79, I know.
Like,
I was in grade
Mike,
9.
did you pop a picture of them? You couldn't find a picture of Duran Duran?
Man, it's like the easiest. Okay, Mike's got a problem.
Mike's got a problem.
Let's move on to our
I guess we're going
media
into
then.
social media. Anyway, for any youth watching, if you've not seen Duran Duran, go and pop a picture. It kind of stops me, though, for a minute to think that they've
Duran
been
Duran song.
Wild Boys, Save a Prayer, Hungry Like the Wolf.
Hungry Like a Wolf.
There you go. Boom. All right. Okay. Okay. Yes. Do it.
What?
Yeah, I want it.
Okay, well, there we go.
There. Now this is a more
That was well
this is a
worth
more
it.
current picture. They're still performing, and you know, considering they made their live debut in 1979, look at them. Fantastic, like just fantastic. Simon Le Bon, been in love with that man my entire natural life. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look then at social media with Steve Childs screaming into first place. GMAHAGD with the sun coming up on the tracks of land, rocking the horns as always. So good morning, all. Have a great day. You too, Steve Childs.
You too, Steve. Congrats.
Yeah. Congrats. Margaret McKay, good morning, all. And Margaret, you came in, you know, like the top three came in pretty much at the same time because, you know, Facebook does that little countdown and they all came in 37 minutes ago.
You missed out on that brand new car.
Aww. Yes, so Margaret McKay, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Terry Matthews says, good morning, all. Good morning, Terry. Marilyn Dunn, good morning. Wishing everyone a great day. Good morning to you, Marilyn Dunn. Enika, good morning, all. Happy Tuesday.
Oh,
we
we have
forgot
those
her
pictures.
pictures. Okay,
we have
Enika
some
sent us some
pictures.
pictures of the beauty that she is surrounded with in the Netherlands.
There we
Crocus, is it crocusi? Crocuses?
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 Yeah, sure.
Oh,
that.
wow.
That's what the Sioux is going to look like pretty soon.
Sure.
There
Okay.
we go.
Thank
Beautiful.
you, Enika. Beautiful, beautiful. So good morning, all. She says, happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday to you. You know, Tuesday being the evidence that we all survived Monday. So, man, there you go. Tony Mancuso coming to my rescue yesterday. Yay, Tony. Good morning, everyone. Have a great day. You as well, Tony, and thanks again for your help. Tristan Tremblay, capital letters. Good morning, everyone. Have a great day.
You too.
You too, Tristan. Have a good day at school. Go learn all of the things.
Judy O'Neill says, good morning, happy Tuesday. Hope you all have an amazing day. Yeah,
You
well,
too.
yeah, you too. You know, yeah. Like I said, as soon as you get through Monday, everything else after that is amazing.
Smooth sailing.
But good morning to you, Judy, and thank you for watching. Tracy Faye, good morning all. It's Tuesday, spelt with a T-W-O, twice as blessed. Have a wonderful day, everyone. You as well, Tracy Faye. I always like to read your things because they're always very specific, right? Like, you know, the way she uses words, and like wonderful is wonder, and then full, F-U-L-L. So, yeah, two separate words, different meaning. Bradley Evoy, good morning, everyone. Taco Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, we're having tacos right after the show today.
Are we?
Nope. Forgot them again.
Shouldn't be allowed to joke about tacos, Craig.
know.
That makes me upset.
I know.
Okay. Chimichangas.
I'm a
I don't even know what a
banana.
chimichanga is. Changa. Chimichanga. Changa.
Changa.
All right. Jim Whitty, good Tuesday morning. Good Tuesday morning to you, Jim. Nice to hear from you. Marilyn Dunn, never clone my pets, LOL. I love their unique personalities. All are different, aren't they?
Yep.
I was
Definitely.
running low on cat food, so I borrowed some from my aunt and my uncle downstairs, and my cats wouldn't eat it. They didn't like it.
Ah,
No, they just looked at me like,
what?
what is this?
What is this?
What is this? And so then when I got the food that they like, I mixed it in. I would swear to you, they were eating around those
it? Yeah, they
individual
do that.
nuggets. Like,
Yep.
anyway, yeah, no, not cloning those two, not at all. Okay, Jim Whitty, what does an ungrateful child call his parents? Collect. Yes, yes. Funny. Marge Gray, good morning. Also all is well in love and war. Our dog's name is Shadow. Yes.
Hey, Shadow.
Shadow. Nice. Hello, Nancy Norman. She says good morning. Good morning to her. Lori Rains Aguano. It's Tuesday, but don't be sad. Friday will be here before you know it. Yes, it will. Well, yes.
it's
Well,
still-
it's got a couple of days to get through. But yeah, no, it's always good
Anything
to-
can happen.
You could win a lottery and buy
I
me a house.
Could happen tomorrow.
Good morning, all. How about those hounds last night? Kim, I already talked about the hounds and their
Yeah.
decisive trouncing of the Sarnia Sting. 8-2 is the information that I received, so yeah. All right, thanks for watching, Kim. Tracy Faye, blabbing, is that a real word, Craig? LOL.
It is in weather terms.
No, it was, you said I was blabbing.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about the weather.
You see the flinty glare he just gave me? Do you see that? Oh, Kim says, but there were fights. Oh,
we missed the
Well, we're
fights.
going to have to check in with Jacob and get his opinion on the fights. Or Kim, maybe you can be our game time correspondent, because Kim's a staunch supporter of our
well,
hounds.
Let's go live to Kim.
That's right. Live to Kim. Could you do live? Could you go live at the game? All right. And Tracy Faye is letting me know that the plural of crocus is in fact crocus, not croci or
Okay,
crocuses.
so it is crocus.
Okay, awesome, Tracy. I love it. Thank you. All right. Well, that's all I have today.
All right.
So, yeah,
Talking about crocuses,
7 days.
let's see if we're going to get any with the 7-day forecast.
Woo!
Again, we are
14
hoping to hit
degrees.
12 tomorrow. I don't think we will, but it could happen.
14.
But look as we go on. Yeah, see them. We're getting more and more double-digit positive temperatures. So, you know, the worst of it is behind us. We just have to be patient and let the snow melt. Mind you, it's just taking forever, but it will eventually melt.
Oh, the splendor of global warming. Fantastic. Ah. Anyway, if you missed it last Friday, we are bringing back a segment that was at one time very
Adopt-a-Pet.
popular. Yes,
Yes.
Adopt-a-Pet. We met Ozzy, a lovely,
Hopefully he got a
lovely
home.
dog. I wonder if he's been adopted
We should do
yet.
a follow-up on that.
We should do a follow-up on that. But anyway, they'll be back this Friday with yet another pet to feature. So if you're
And not clone.
looking, and don't clone, no, there are a number of pets waiting for homes. You don't need to resort to cloning. Like Craig was saying earlier, for 50 grand, you could buy all the pets in the Humane Society and you know, have natural animals. So yeah, anyway, we are the Sioux's only local news show. So if you like what you've seen here, please do the social media things like follow, share, invite people, tag them in the comments. We love to speak with new viewers, and we are certainly grateful for our longtime supporters. So have a great day. Enjoy the warmth. Don't let the rain get you down. Into each life a little rain must fall. And really, rain belongs to the weather, just like the sun. So
We need
that's
it.
all I got. Meh.
We'll see you tomorrow.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.